Thank you for watching the Adventures of Charlie and Lynn YouTube channel. This 2023 adventure is Carnival Celebration Cruise to the ABC Islands, Aruba, Bonaire, Curaçao. We decided to meet together as a group and put together an action plan for this cruise. Having dinner together is always a good start for an action plan. We took a few pre-cruise pictures. Some determined that a pedicure was necessary as a pre-cruise condition. Packing the expedition, leaving St. Petersburg by traveling over the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. We enjoyed each other's company and conversation as we took an uneventful road trip from St. Petersburg to Port Miami, 270 miles. The cruise port tunnel is very interesting to me. It goes under the water to a negative 120 feet, and the ships float over the top of it, turning around in the basin. Drop off the baggage, tip the porter, park the car, go through security, and now we're on board and ready for our cruise. We always get a few pictures from the Carnival photographers. To our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, nieces and nephews, here's what we looked like in the year 2023. Cute little sea creatures and other towel animals were on our bed every day. Carnival celebration, number of decks, number of staterooms, length, width, depth, and tonnage, built in the year 2022. It's essential to me to know where the coffee stations are and where I can sit and enjoy the coffee. It's fun getting some pictures of us with the pretty city of Miami in the background. As we gather a few pictures, it's pretty obvious from the background that we have a small storm moving in with a little bit of rain. A nice view of South Beach as we leave the port of Miami. Yes, that is a waterspout out of the clouds going down into the water, but it is not near either one of our ships. Yes, I'm thinking about my 1970 Ford Torino front bench seat. How nice it was to put my arms around my girlfriend back then too. And yes, it was Lynn then and it's Lynn now, my best friend. It's wonderful how easy it is for me to just relax and sleep, anytime, anywhere. We have arrived at Aruba. We have cruised to this port several times in the past, so we already determined what we were going to do here in Aruba. Before returning to the ship, we stopped by the sign to get a good old traditional I Love Aruba picture. We selected to do the Best of Aruba, which is an air-conditioned bus ride to several points of interest here in Aruba. I enjoy going to the top of this rock formation and taking pictures along the way and at the top. There are multiple steps you will be climbing and going through some pretty narrow rock formations.
Just watch the head.
Yeah.
Finally, there's a rail. Are you videotaping?
Uh-huh. There goes that hat. Pick that hat up on the way back.
I'm not crawling over there to get you.
No.
I had forgotten to take my hat strap and place it underneath my chin. As I went up the steps, the wind blew my hat off my head over the railing and onto a very slopey portion of the rock formation. Waving to those at the bottom of the rock formation who chose not to make the climb. Climbing up the stairs, going through the rock formation, and the view from the top is well worth the effort. After taking pictures of the Carnival celebration off in the distance, I thought, well, I'll just jump over the rail and go get my hat. But Jimmy was able to get there before me and recover my hat. Thank you, Jimmy. The recovered hat and a properly placed chin strap. There were two natural bridges at this location. The larger natural bridge collapsed in September 2005. The smaller one still exists. The lighthouse was open for tours to the top. However, due to limited time restraints, I was not able to make the trip to the top and take pictures. This beach was visible from the location at the lighthouse. One day I'd like to take a tour to this beach and maybe do a little snorkeling. We had a nice long stay here in the port of Aruba. I'm wondering if we could get in 2 tours the next time we are here. I really would like to make a tour to the beach and maybe do a little snorkeling. We had a beautiful day touring Aruba. We have arrived at Bonaire. The blue water here is absolutely gorgeous. The water clarity here in Bonaire is awesome. The color blue is beautiful. So we selected to do a glass bottom boat tour. Here we are getting ready to get on the glass bottom boat. David, Nancy, Lynn, myself, Charlie, Jim, and Sharon. Sharon picked a perfect color for her outfit in this outdoor tour glass bottom boat. Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Big steps, so take your time, no rush. You're ready. Hello. Welcome. Doing fine, and you?
Doing well, thank you.
That's nice.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is solid.
Where you sitting?
Right here.
In the sun? Thank you.
Yeah.
Please go outside the boat, otherwise make sure you know how to drive.
Port side? What is port side? I said port side. Port side so you get, don't get sun. I know.
Do it again, Nancy. There you go. Now that's on there.
Yeah. We will delete that comment off the video.
We don't see anything anymore.
Yeah, right.
This is 90 feet, 95.
It was a short, comfortable trip in the glass bottom boat from the Carnival Celebration Dock over to the little Bonaire Island with the coral reef just below the surface. I asked for permission and the captain granted it that I was able to hold my GoPro over the side of the boat underwater and take some pictures of the coral reef right underneath the boat. According to the tour guide, the parrotfish chews the coral and poops out white specks we called sand.
But it's not a straight line. It will all the time go up and down a little deeper. I want to show you some different stages of the reef system. So it's not a straight line.
Yeah.
Structure of the brain coral. Tubes.
Didn't know these are like
Corals. Four-eye butterfly fish again. Trunk fish, the fish with all the spots on it, they're really a little bit square fish. It's a trunk fish.
Oh, it is?
The Dutch name is, when translated, the Dutch name is suitcase fish.
Hello. Yeah, okay.
The glass bottom boat tour was an excellent choice. We probably saw more coral than we would have had we snorkeled. Next to the pier going out to the ship is an area that you can swim and snorkel. There's a small beach area and a dock platform that you can jump off of. We have arrived at Curaçao, and I'm looking forward to our walking tour. Welcome to Curaçao. Oh, that's just good coffee. Selecting a hat before we leave the ship. We will be doing a self-guided walking tour here at Curaçao. How wonderful that there's a fort here for me to go visit. Coffee, fort, lighthouses. Awesome. Visiting a fort.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? I like how they've incorporated modern restaurants and stores into this old fort complex. Nancy and David, Charlie and Lynn. We addressed a few postcards to mail to our families. Well, I mailed them. It'll be interesting to see how long it takes to get to the USA. Going up to the top of the fort gives you a great view of the channel coming into the port and also the fort on the other side. The Queen Emma Bridge, a floating pontoon bridge, is in the open position, allowing ships to enter and leave the port. When the pontoon floating bridge is in the open position, you can walk along the shoreline and take pictures of it just like we are now. When the pontoon bridge is in the open position, there are two ships that ferry people across the channel. It's free and it's fun. You will love the ride. As they crowded all of us on board this ferry and packed it to, I'm sure, capacity, it was interesting that the movie that came to my mind was the one with Tom Cruise in it called War of the Worlds, where they were all packed on a ferry to get away from those aliens. We rode the ferry to the other side, walked down the city streets into a few of the souvenir shops, and bought a few souvenirs. We did a little more walking through the city and bought an ice cream. Walked to the city park and took some pictures of the city sign and the signs of Curaçao. And we walked back across the Queen Emma Bridge. So we walked along the shoreline, explored a fort, mailed some postcards, walked along a pontoon bridge, rode a ferry, went through the city, came back, walked across a pontoon bridge. It was an excellent day. We had a great time on board with each other too. Just look at the expressions on these faces. In addition to eating in the dining room, we ate at several of the specialty restaurants, and the food was excellent. The production shows were absolutely excellent. We enjoyed the live band music, hearing the singers sing songs that we were familiar with. The dancers and performers all did such an excellent job. We really enjoyed the shows. Okay, this cruise did wear me out, but after a good night's sleep and a fresh cup of coffee, I'm ready to do it again. Thank you for watching The Adventures of Charlie and Lynn.